everyone here from Nara, Japan, which is considered to be the first capital of Japan. We just arrived here now from Osaka on the train. It was $6.80 per person, and the first stop that we head into is the park, which I think is like the main attraction in Nara. You can get the bus there, but I think walking's just around 20 minutes, so we're just gonna walk since it's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be sunny the entire day. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of people want to come here, because of the wild deer. Didn't realize we'd be seeing them already.
Cuteness overload.
Yeah, look at this one, so close. They're like semi-wild because yeah, they hang around humans. Yeah, so we're gonna buy some crackers for the deers. Deer friendly crackers. 200.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Can we eat them?
I don't know. I read that they're like special for the deers to not be bad for them, so no like sugars or preservatives. I think it's just wheat mainly. So I read that there's over 1,000 of these deers around here, just hanging around near the humans. They also eat grass as well. They don't just rely on humans to feed them. Oh, he took Mum's.
So nice. So nice. Convenient.
Well, this one's come over the fence.
Okay, wait. No fighting.
Does it do the head bow?
Yeah, he did.
Let's see it bow.
This one.
Oh, yeah, very respectful. Look.
You're hungry.
And another great thing about this park area is that we still have the cherry blossoms. It's past the peak now apparently, but I mean, that one's still full. You can see others around too. They're still full of the flowers. Yeah, so probably like a week ago, it would have been even more vibrant, the colors. Still amazing though. Cherry blossoms and deers. So on the right, there's a huge national museum. And there are many temples around here. Can already see one right here. Weren't gonna visit this one, but since we're here already, might as well go inside. This is the nicest one so far. Yeah, I think that one's at its peak still. They don't all bloom at the same time, so there'll be still some that are peaking. So I mentioned that this was the first capital of Japan. I think that was in the year 710. And then after it moved to another place, I don't remember the name, and then after Kyoto, and then Tokyo obviously. So it definitely looks like a nice place to stay. We were considering staying here, but we ended up just doing the day trip. So we gotta walk that way? I don't know either. Oh yeah, here, Tōdai-ji temple. Shortcut. Guess we'll do the shortcut then. Yeah, so we're just doing the day trip. I think you can do like a day trip from Kyoto also if you don't want to stay here. Only took about 40 minutes to get here from Osaka. Got even more deers around the temple again. Definitely never seen so many deers in my life. Hundreds and hundreds everywhere you go.
That's the coolest entrance ever.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest gateway to a temple that we've seen so far. Massive. Alright, follow the deers. Yeah, that thing is super impressive. Huge wooden gateway. I really like the wooden style ones that they have. Yeah, also the biggest statue that we've seen at the entrance. Guardian.
One over here as well.
On that side. They always have the same kind of figure, don't they?
Lion too.
Yeah, the lion, and then I don't even know what that is, like some sort of demon.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, maybe, yeah. What the hell? the deer's mutated into a dinosaur. Hey, stay away, mate. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. So it seems like there's lots of school groups doing the little day trips. Just don't go near them dressed as a dinosaur. Freaking out. So we're going into the Great Buddha Hall. 800 for adults. Oh, the garden there looks nice too.
Yeah, with the sakura tree.
Yeah, from the map it seems like Nara is just full of like nature areas. You can also do hikes too. You can see people on top of that like hill or mountain at the top. That is a wow temple.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, it's so big. Makes sense why the gate was so big now. Temple's way bigger. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most epic temples that we've ever visited. So I think this is the Grand Buddha Hall. I read that this was originally opened in 752. So I think that's the oldest temple that we've visited in Japan so far. That's around the time when Nara was still the capital. And I read that the design was based on Chinese temples at the time. Man, it is so big. I really didn't know it was this big from the pictures. Yeah, I think that is also one of the biggest Buddha statues that we've ever seen. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. There's the one in Bangkok that was very big. The one that
Reclining.
Reclining. But yeah, like the temples in Bangkok are very impressive because they're very colorful and
Golden.
But I think there's something very special about the old ones. I like the older one, like this one.
It looks a bit more rustic. Makes it feel like it's really from like 752. Wow, so right outside the temple we got probably what is the pinkest cherry blossom that we've ever seen. Yeah, that is intense color. Yeah, because they're usually a bit whiter, like this one on the left. So we've come to this ramen and udon place right in the middle of the park. Gotta speak quietly.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get the Kizami udon, 1,100. Are you getting that set?
Yeah, the vegetarian udon set meal, 1,200.
Yeah, and then they have all sorts of drinks. I might get the iced lemon tea, 400. So it's a nice big bowl of udon soup, big pieces of tofu also. Seems like lots of vegetables. I always like the thick udon noodles. I prefer the thicker ones. Your set looks amazing too.
Yeah, it smells so nice.
Is that including a tea?
Yeah, the Japanese green tea, rice, and I don't know what this is.
Like a pudding.
Yeah, maybe a dessert.
I usually get the meat one, but this time I wanted to try tofu. I don't know if this is tofu also. These little circles. Don't know what that is. Might be a vegetable. Professional. Slippery, aren't they? The noodles.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the hardest thing to eat with chopsticks. There we go. So we're gonna continue on exploring around the park. Not entirely sure what else is here, but I know there are tons of other temples that you can visit. Oh wow, even more massive buildings back there. More school trips too. I think this is a temple too, or?
Maybe it is. It's very beautiful as well, but I don't know the name or I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't see any English signs. The people were spinning this rock.
This building reminds me of the movie Spirited Away, the bathhouse.
Yeah, it is a bit like that. And at the top they also have a pretty cool traditional looking cafe. I think we're going to get more drinks and dessert here. A coffee. So the coffee was 790. And we got this other interesting set here. So that is soft rice ball coated with red beans, like a paste. And we got the matcha. How much is that up there? 1,200 yen.
The matcha looks like a soup.
Yeah, it does. Looks nice. She also brought this, which I think is like tea. Oh, ice cream. Which ice cream is that? Tsubaki Nissan.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream, brown sugar sauce, mixed berry, rice flour, dumpling,
Roasted soybean, cornflakes.
A lot of things.
1,190. How's the ice cream?
Very good.
They gave me chopsticks to eat this thing. Oh, it's really soft. Yeah, it's good. It's like what we had in Kusatsu. You remember? But that was like a little bread with the paste inside.
Yeah.
This is the paste outside.
The real matcha in Japan.
The land of the matcha.
Yeah. Good.
So we've now come into Yoshikien Garden. This is a free one. There are some gardens that you gotta pay for. Japanese garden. We didn't know this was here either. We're just walking around and then entering places on the way. We skipped so many temples though, there really are just so many temples that you can visit. Can't go in them all though. Looks like a traditional style house. So we're back in Osaka now, and we're just arriving at Shinsekai that we showed in the last video, which is like a popular restaurant street. It's actually here right in front of us. So we wanted to see it at night. We only saw it during the day. You can already see the tower back there, purple tower. So it kind of looks like an amusement park. Even during the day it was like that. I think the majority of the stores are restaurants, but you do have like the arcade games. This is like a shooting one, I think. But they have like the video game places too. And just like we saw in Dotonbori, they always have these like golden babies above the buildings. So I actually thought it was going to be busier. This is about the same kind of movement that was during the day. Definitely way more laid back than Dotonbori though, where you have the famous billboard of the running man. So we've come in this restaurant. Check out this for a wacky restaurant. We saw it from the outside yesterday. You can sit in the boat. They also have all these fish here. I don't know if that's fish that you eat. I think it is. That's the price. Everything in Japan is wacky. So it turns out that all the fish are here because you can get these fishing rods. You can pay for them and you can catch fish and then they'll cook it for you, whatever you catch. So there's people fishing everywhere. What an idea.
Yeah, I've never seen a restaurant like this. It's really unique.
Yeah, so I think each part has different kind of fish. What is that called? The one that's like flat on the ground?
I think sole fish.
Sole?
Sole, like sole of your feet.
Oh, okay, okay. This guy's got a net. Easier. Yeah, what a crazy place, man. Like, Japan just comes up with some unique ideas, right? Since when do you go to a restaurant indoors and everybody's fishing? Beautiful singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all karaoke places around here, mainly with locals though. So we found out recently that apparently the neighborhood we're staying in is like the sketchiest area of Osaka. We had no idea at all, but it doesn't seem sketchy to us. We really like it. But on YouTube there's all these like vloggers. We went to the most dangerous place in Japan.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, this is just normal. We didn't know about it, like you said. And for us, it's just a safe place. But I think it's considered a bit unsafe for Japan. So that's a different standard.
But unsafe for Japan is still safe.
Yeah, it is for us. From me from Brazil and stuff. So it's a very different standard.
I mean, we do notice that some of the buildings are a bit more run down here. There is a bit more litter. And finally saw a homeless person here. So after like a month in Japan, we hadn't seen a homeless person anywhere so far. And here there was one, but still not many at all. And right now we're just making our way back home. Down these alleys somewhere. We're staying on one of these streets. And that'll be it for this video. So yeah, just another amazing day in Japan. Seems like every single day is completely different. Every place that we go is very different too, very unique. And in the next videos we'll be in Kyoto, which yeah, I think some people think is the most beautiful place in Japan. And that will be probably where we end the Japan trip. So yeah, end it on a high. If you like this video, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.